The camera glides over a quiet set, the lights dim, and a faint hum of activity fills the air. You see a flurry of crew members moving with purpose, adjusting cameras and arranging props. Then a figure steps into frame, confident, focused, and commanding. It's Caitríona Balfe, but this time, she isn't in front of the camera. Today, she's the one calling the shots, shaping the story and guiding the world of Outlander behind the lens. This is the moment fans have been waiting for, a glimpse of Caitríona as director, bringing her vision to life in episode 2 of season 8. Every detail, every scene, every emotion crafted with her hands, her eyes, and her heart. Asterisk, the set is alive with energy, but Caitríona moves through it with calm authority. She isn't just another face in the bustling crowd of crew members. She carries a presence that commands attention without raising her voice. In her hand, a script filled with notes, lines highlighted and scribbled with her thoughts. Over-the-shoulder shots catch her scanning the pages, marking tiny adjustments for a scene that will soon unfold on camera. Cameras roll, lights adjust, and a camera monitor flickers with the first rehearsal of the day. The VO gently guides viewers. Caitríona Balfe, known to millions as the iconic Claire Fraser, steps into a new role director. Today, she shapes the story from behind the lens, guiding actors, crew, and the intricate dance of production that brings Outlander's world to life. We see her interacting with the cinematographer, leaning in to discuss the framing of a shot. Her gestures are deliberate, pointing out the subtle angles that will capture emotion and tension. Hands wave, cameras tilt, and she steps back, observing the composition with the eye of someone who has acted in countless scenes but now sees them from a completely new perspective. Time-lapse sequences show the set being arranged, props moved into perfect positions, lighting rigs swung into place, and crew members adjusting cables and equipment. Each detail matters, and Caitríona is there, a conductor orchestrating the symphony of production. The camera pans to her reviewing storyboards pinned along the wall. Sketches of scenes, camera angles, and lighting cues are annotated with her notes. Even without hearing her speak, her focus is palpable. She leans closer, examining the finer points, the way light falls on a character's face, the timing of a gesture, the pacing of movement across the set. Everything is part of her vision for this episode. Voiceover continues. Directing isn't just about calling action or cut. It's about vision, about shaping every small choice into a story that feels real, that connects with viewers. And Caitríona brings that same passion she gives to her acting to every frame she directs. In one over-the-shoulder shot, we see her adjusting a camera angle on the monitor. She makes a small gesture, instructing the camera operator to tilt slightly, to capture the emotion in the actor's eyes. The VO emphasizes every camera movement, every shadow, every glance. She thinks of it all. This is the first time many fans see Caitríona balancing her understanding of character with the demands of directing. And it's mesmerizing. The energy of the set contrasts with her calm determination. Crew members move quickly, actors rehearse, and Caitríona stands in the center, the quiet force behind it all. Even without being on camera, she radiates presence. As the first rehearsal begins, Caitríona steps back, watching intently. She occasionally gestures, guiding actors through their lines, suggesting subtle changes in tone or posture. Each movement, each decision is carefully considered. She brings a combination of experience, intuition, and creativity that only someone who has spent years embodying the story could have. Her understanding of the narrative allows her to guide the team seamlessly. The VO concludes the section with a promise to viewers. This is just the beginning. Watch as Caitríona brings her vision to life, scene by scene, taking us behind the magic that happens when an actor becomes a director. Asterisk, the hum of cameras and soft chatter fades into the background as Caitríona steps into her director's mindset. She isn't just reading a script, she's imagining the story unfolding frame by frame, scene by scene. Overhead shots capture her moving between set pieces, gently touching props, studying their placement. A subtle tilt of her head, a pause, and then a quick scribble in her notebook. Every gesture speaks to the care she invests in bringing the world of Outlander to life. It's a side of Caitríona fans rarely see. Meticulous, thoughtful, and deeply involved in crafting the visual and emotional flow of the episode. We see close-ups of storyboards spread across a table, each frame marked with notes about camera angles, lighting, and actor positioning. Caitríona leans in, tracing her finger along a sketch, imagining how a sword fight or a quiet conversation will look through her lens. Voiceover guides the audience. Directing requires preparation. Caitríona studies every detail from the smallest prop on a table to the way sunlight hits a stone wall to ensure each scene feels authentic and alive. Hands of crew members move around her, adjusting cameras, arranging costumes, and setting lights, but she is the quiet center. Focused on the big picture, a time-lapse captures the choreography of the set, actors practicing movements, camera tracks being tested, and lighting adjusted to perfection. Caitríona consults with the cinematographer, pointing out angles that enhance tension or highlight emotion. And her attention to detail is evident in every glance and gesture. She stops to watch a rehearsal on the monitor, eyes narrowing slightly as she analyzes the timing and flow of the scene. Even without speaking, her presence communicates clarity and purpose. The VO continues. Every shot has a purpose. Caitríona thinks about how the camera tells the story, how actors' movements convey emotion, and how the audience will feel. It's a delicate balance, and one she approaches with patience and precision. Later, we see her walking the set alone, visualizing each scene. The camera follows her hands as they linger over props, her fingers tapping lightly on the edges of furniture, testing perspectives. Each detail is a story in itself, an unspoken clue about what will happen on screen. She pauses, glancing at the sunlit courtyard where a dramatic scene will unfold, imagining the shadows, the lines, the rhythm of dialogue. The VO emphasizes, behind the scenes, Caitríona transforms her vision into a blueprint for the team. Every note, every adjustment, every moment of preparation sets the stage for the magic that unfolds once cameras start rolling. Even in these quiet, preparatory moments, there's energy in her focus. Crew members glance at her with respect and anticipation, knowing that each instruction comes from someone who knows the story inside out. The faceless shots capture her moving among actors and crew, reviewing notes, adjusting plans, and ensuring that nothing is left to chance. The section closes with a hint of excitement. This is where the episode takes shape. Before the cameras roll, before the dialogue is delivered, here Caitríona Balfe builds the foundation for a story that will captivate audiences around the world. Asterisk, the quiet intensity of preparation shifts into a rhythm of movement and motion. Cameras roll, lights flash, and the set comes alive. But Caitríona's presence is the invisible thread holding it all together. Over-the-shoulder shots capture her studying the monitors, adjusting angles with the precision of someone who has lived in this world for years. She leans in, pointing to a frame, suggesting a tiny tilt, a pause, or a shift in focus that will turn an ordinary scene into something unforgettable. Voiceover guides the audience. This is where Caitríona's vision truly comes to life. Behind every glance, every gesture, and every line, she shapes the story in real time. Hands of crew members move like clockwork around her, adjusting lighting, repositioning props, and guiding actors into place. Caitríona moves between them, stopping briefly to gesture, whisper a note, or nod in approval. Her style is collaborative. She doesn't command, she guides. Faceless shots show actors rehearsing under her direction, subtle changes in posture, timing of lines, or the way a hand brushes a costume. Every detail matters, and Caitríona notices it all. The VO emphasizes, directing isn't just about what happens on camera. It's about the energy, the timing, and the heartbeat of every scene. Caitríona balances all of it effortlessly. In one shot, she crouches to examine a scene from a low angle, imagining how the camera will capture tension. She studies the shadows on the wall, the movement of a character across the room, and the rhythm of dialogue echoing in the space. Even though her face isn't the focus, her body language communicates confidence and intent. A series of rapid cuts shows her pointing to a camera operator, leaning over a monitor, adjusting a boom mic, and then stepping back to let the scene unfold. The VO continues. Every choice she makes, every tilt of the camera, every pause in a line is a deliberate decision designed to immerse the audience in the story. A subtle montage captures the energy of multiple takes, actors repeating lines, cameras capturing multiple angles, and crew members moving with silent precision. Caitríona remains the quiet force, observing, refining, and perfecting. Over-the-shoulder shots show her making small corrections, a glance at the monitor, a gesture to an actor, or a note scribbled in her notebook. These are the moments where direction becomes artistry. The air on set shifts from steady rhythm to controlled chaos as the day unfolds. Heavy equipment is wheeled into place, lighting rigs adjusted, and the hum of crew members coordinating every move fills the space. Caitríona moves through it all with calm determination, her eyes scanning the set like a hawk spotting every detail. Over-the-shoulder shots capture her consulting with a camera team, discussing angles that will make a sword fight pulse with tension or a quiet conversation feel intimate. Voiceover sets the stage. Directing isn't just about vision. It's about navigating challenges, thinking fast, and turning obstacles into cinematic opportunities. Caitríona faces every challenge head-on. Suddenly, a gust of wind shakes a prop, and the crew springs into action. Caitríona watches carefully, nodding as adjustments are made, then gestures subtly to reposition a camera. It's a dance of precision and timing where even a small misstep could disrupt the flow of a scene. Faceless shots highlight the energy, hands securing cables, actors adjusting costumes, and lighting technicians fine-tuning shadows. Through it all, Caitríona remains a steady presence, orchestrating the movement like a conductor leading a complex symphony. The VO emphasizes from unexpected weather to last-minute script tweaks. Directing an episode demands creativity, patience, and a sharp eye for detail. Caitríona handles it all with grace. We see her reviewing monitors as actors rehearse a tense confrontation. Her finger traces subtle adjustments on the screen, shifting focus, adjusting timing, and experimenting with perspective. Crew members glance at her for approval, knowing that her suggestions will elevate the scene from ordinary to extraordinary. A quick montage shows multiple takes, each slightly different, each perfected under her careful direction. Voiceover continues. Every take presents a new opportunity and a new challenge. Caitríona adapts in real time, shaping the performance, guiding the technical crew, and ensuring the story unfolds exactly as she envisions it. In quieter moments, we see her walking the set, observing shadows, props, and the way actors inhabit the space. She pauses, considering the rhythm of dialogue, spacing between movements, the emotion that will read on camera without words. Faceless shots capture her gesturing to an actor, then reviewing playback with a cinematographer, nodding as adjustments are made. The VO concludes the section. Challenges on set are inevitable, but for Caitríona, they become highlights, moments where creativity shines, where the collaborative energy of cast and crew merges into cinematic magic. This is where directing transforms from instruction to artistry. And Caitríona Balfe proves that every obstacle is a chance to make episode 2 unforgettable. Asterisk, the set quiets for a moment, but the energy remains palpably frame. Every light, every shadow has a story to tell. Caitríona moves deliberately through the space, her hands brushing over props, her eyes tracing the lines of each set piece. She's no longer just guiding actors or checking cameras. She's shaping the very look and feel of the episode. Voiceover sets the scene. Directing isn't just about action, it's about atmosphere. Caitríona Balfe brings a subtle artistic touch to every shot, transforming ordinary spaces into emotionally charged moments that stay with the audience long after the scene ends. Overhead shots show her adjusting a lamp, testing how the light falls across a character's face, creating shadows that whisper secrets the dialogue doesn't. Close-ups of hands, flipping through colored charts and storyboard sketches reveal her meticulous planning. She's considering tone, emotion, and texture, ensuring that every visual element strengthens the story. Voiceover continues. Every flicker of light, every angle, every prop placement is a brushstroke in her cinematic painting. Caitríona's eye for detail ensures that every scene feels alive, authentic, and uniquely hers. Faceless footage captures actors rehearsing in soft candlelight, the glow casting a warm hue across the set. Caitríona leans in over a monitor, pointing to subtle shifts in camera focus that highlight a glance, a trembling hand, or a fleeting expression. Each adjustment may seem small, but together they shape the emotional heartbeat of the episode. Voiceover emphasizes it's in the quiet moments the tilt of a camera, the play of shadows, the rhythm of movement where Caitríona leaves her artistic fingerprint. These details elevate the story from good to unforgettable. Later, we see her reviewing playback alongside the cinematographer, her fingers tracing the trajectory of a character's movement across the room. She experiments with angles, visual motifs, and pacing, always asking, does this feel real? Does it feel alive? Faceless shots show crew members watching her gestures, responding, and implementing subtle changes. Voiceover closes the section with anticipation. With each artistic decision, Caitríona Balfe breathes life into episode 2. From lighting to composition, from movement to timing, her creative vision turns every frame into a work of art, ensuring the story resonates deeply with fans old and new alike. Asterisk, the day winds down, and the set, once buzzing with movement and noise, now hums with a quiet satisfaction. Caitríona steps back, surveying the scenes that have just been captured. Overhead shots show crew members exchanging nods, cameras being powered down, and props carefully returned to their places. Even without a single word spoken, her presence conveys calm, authority, and pride. Voiceover draws the audience in. After hours of planning, guiding, and creating, the episode begins to take its final shape. Caitríona Balfe doesn't just direct scenes, she orchestrates an entire world, moment by moment, detail by detail. Faceless shots capture the subtle interactions that define her leadership. A hand on a shoulder to reassure an actor, a gentle gesture toward the cinematographer to adjust focus, and a small note scribbled in her notebook capturing thoughts for the next take. The camera glides over monitors showing the day's footage, glimpses of shadow and light, movement and emotion, all under her careful direction. The VO emphasizes every choice she made, every tilt of the camera. Every shadow, every pause in a line was meant to shape the story, to make it resonate, to make it unforgettable. A montage of small victories unfolds. The actors relax, exchanging smiles. Crew members gather equipment, but their eyes occasionally drift to Caitríona, silently acknowledging her guidance. The camera lingers on her, reviewing the day's work. The flicker of a monitor reflecting in her eyes, highlighting the satisfaction of a vision realized. Voiceover continues. From the first rehearsal to the final take, Caitríona's touch is in every frame. Her journey from actor to director brings a depth and understanding to the storytelling that only someone who has lived these characters could provide. The final shots focus on the quiet moments. A hand resting on a storyboard, a camera lens reflecting a dimly lit corridor, a prop arranged just so, hinting at the story yet to unfold on screen. The VO concludes with a sense of closure and anticipation. Caitríona Balfe has stepped behind the camera, and in doing so, she has transformed episode 2 into something more than a story. It's a living, breathing world. And for fans, this is a rare, unforgettable glimpse at the magic that happens when passion, vision, and artistry come together behind the scenes. Asterisk directing isn't just action, it's atmosphere. Caitríona adds subtle artistic touches that shape every frame. The tilt of a camera, the play of shadows, the rhythm of movement, these small details carry emotion, tension, and beauty. She experiments with lighting, angles, and pacing, ensuring each scene feels alive and authentic. Her vision transforms the set into a cinematic painting where every element supports the story. In these artistic moments, Caitríona leaves her unique fingerprint, turning each frame into an unforgettable experience for viewers. Asterisk as the day comes to an end. The episode begins to take its final shape. Every take, every adjustment, every choice has brought Caitríona's vision to life. From rehearsal to the final frame, she has shaped a world that is as vivid and alive as the characters fans know and love. Challenges became highlights, preparation turned into artistry, and her touch is visible in every detail. Caitríona Balfe proves that stepping behind the camera transforms her perspective on gives fans a rare glimpse at the magic of directing. Outlander Episode 2 is no longer just a story, it's a living, breathing world crafted by one of its most passionate storytellers.